Greetings and a warm welcome to Slumbering History. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join me today as we plunge into a subject that's both captivating and shrouded in mystery: the ancient. Sacred snakes, those serpentine figures worshipped as gods. We're not just skimming the surface of historical accounts and religious beliefs. We're embarking on an exploration of how this profound veneration of snakes deeply influenced the psychology, behaviors, relationships, and personal development of people in ancient cultures. Picture a world where a creature often linked with fear and peril is instead honored as a powerful deity. It might initially strike you as odd, but across the globe, ancient civilizations held snakes in the highest esteem. From the fertile lands of Egypt to the mystical realms of India, and even within the classical world of Greece, the snake gracefully slithered its way into the hearts and minds of people, becoming an indispensable element of their belief systems and daily existence. Take a moment to consider the symbols that still resonate with us today: the cross, the star, the crescent moon. Each of these carries profound meaning and stirs powerful emotions. But what about the snake? What is it about this creature that ignited such awe and reverence in our ancestors? Was it their sinuous movement, their silent elegance, or perhaps something far more profound? We'll unearth the answers to these questions and so much more. We'll journey back through time to explore how ancient cultures perceived the snake, what qualities they attributed to it, and how these beliefs shaped their world. We'll examine specific instances of snake worship, from the uraeus of ancient Egypt, the cobra adorning the pharaoh's crown, symbolizing ultimate power and divine protection, to the naga serpents of India, revered as guardians of water sources and bringers of prosperity. We'll even touch upon the Greek god Asclepius, whose association with the snake Esculapio represents healing and rebirth. But this isn't merely about dusty artifacts and ancient texts. This is about gaining insight into the human psyche and the universal need to discover meaning and connection in the world around us. What compelled these ancient people to not only respect, but to worship snakes? What psychological needs did this practice satisfy? And how did it mold their societies and their individual lives? We'll explore the potent symbolism of the snake, its connection to concepts like transformation, healing, and the cyclical nature of life. We'll discuss how the snake's ability to shed its skin resonated with ancient cultures, representing rebirth, renewal, and the ability to overcome adversity. This powerful imagery offered hope and solace, particularly during challenging times. The snake's unpredictable movements and enigmatic nature also played a significant role in its deification. The very qualities that might inspire fear, its elusiveness, its silent approach, its potential for a danger, were also seen as signs of intelligence, wisdom, and hidden power, qualities that humans have always aspired to possess. We'll also examine how snake worship influenced social structures and behaviors in many cultures. Snakes were seen as intermediaries between the human and spiritual realms. Rituals and ceremonies were performed to appease these serpent deities, seeking their protection, blessings, and prosperity for the community. These practices fostered a strong sense of unity, reinforced shared beliefs, and preserved cultural traditions in some tribes, for instance. Snake worship helped maintain ecological balance by encouraging the protection of the snake's habitat and other species. And finally, we'll delve into the personal impact of snake veneration. We'll consider how contemplating the symbolic qualities of the snake could empower individuals to confront their fears, push past their limitations, and embrace change in their lives. The image of the snake shedding its skin can inspire us to let go of the old, embrace transformation, and move forward with a renewed spirit. Respect for snakes can also foster humility and reverence for nature, helping us live more harmoniously with our environment. So, get comfortable, settle in, and prepare to be transported back in time as we unravel the fascinating story of the ancient, sacred snakes worshipped as gods. It's a journey that will challenge your perceptions, spark your imagination, and leave you with a deeper understanding of the human experience. Let's begin. All right, let's dive deeper into this fascinating world of serpent worship. It's a journey that will challenge your perceptions, spark your imagination, and leave you with a deeper understanding of the human experience. Let's begin. Now, consider the sheer diversity of cultures that embraced the serpent as a sacred entity, from the sun-baked lands of ancient Egypt to the misty mountains of pre-Columbian America. The snake slithered its way into the very fabric of human belief. This widespread reverence begs the question, what universal appeal did this creature possess? It wasn't merely about fear or superstition. It was something far more profound. Think about the serpent's connection to the earth. It moves without limbs, gliding effortlessly across the ground. Seemingly born from the soil itself, this intimate connection linked it to fertility, the life-giving power of the earth, and the cycles of nature in agricultural societies. The serpent became a symbol of abundance, a protector of crops, and a guarantor of a bountiful harvest. The ancient Greeks, for example, associated snakes with Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, and her daughter Persephone, whose cyclical journey to the underworld mirrored the serpent's own shedding of its skin, a potent metaphor for death and rebirth. But the serpent's allure extends beyond the purely practical. Its venom, capable of both killing and healing, imbued it with a paradoxical power. This duality resonated deeply with the human condition. Reflecting our own capacity for both destruction and creation, the serpent became a symbol of transformation, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, renewal is always possible. Consider the caduceus, the staff entwined with two snakes, a symbol of medicine still used today. It represents the healing power of knowledge, the ability to transform illness into wellness. Furthermore, the serpent's association with wisdom and knowledge is a recurring theme in mythology. Let's delve a little deeper into this fascinating world of serpent worship and its impact on us. It's a powerful symbol, deeply ingrained in the human story. And understanding its significance helps us understand ourselves a little better too. Now, think about it. Why snakes, of all creatures? We've already touched on the symbolism of rebirth and transformation linked to their shedding skin. But it goes beyond that. Snakes have been around for a very, very long time. They predate us. And that longevity, that sense of ancient wisdom, is something humans are naturally drawn to. Imagine our ancestors encountering these creatures in the wild, observing their behavior, their power, their ability to seemingly disappear and reappear. It's no wonder they became figures of respect, and sometimes even fear. Take the example of the serpent in Mesopotamia, for instance. While often depicted negatively later on, particularly in Judeo-Christian traditions, early Mesopotamian art and mythology show a more nuanced relationship. The serpent was associated with healing, knowledge, and even immortality. The legendary hero Gilgamesh sought the secret of eternal life, and a serpent ultimately stole it from him. Even in that story, the serpent isn't purely evil. It's a powerful force acting on its own agenda. And consider the Gnostic traditions, which often presented the serpent as a symbol of knowledge and enlightenment. Defying the authority of a potentially flawed creator, this interpretation challenges conventional narratives and encourages critical thinking. It's a far cry from the purely negative portrayal often found elsewhere. The influence of serpent worship extended to various aspects of daily life. For example, in some cultures, specific days were dedicated to honoring serpent deities, with offerings of food, drink, and even precious objects. These rituals weren't just about appeasing the gods. They were about ensuring the continued well-being of the community, a good harvest, protection from disease, and success in hunting or warfare were all seen as blessings bestowed by the serpent gods. Moreover, The belief in serpent deities often led to the establishment of sacred spaces, such as temples and groves, where people could connect with the divine. These spaces became centers of community life, where people gathered for worship, celebration, and social interaction. The architecture and artwork found in these sacred spaces often reflected the importance of the serpent, with intricate carvings, sculptures, and paintings depicting various aspects of its mythology. Think about the psychological impact of growing up in a society where snakes are revered. It shapes your worldview, your values, and your behavior. You learn to respect nature, to appreciate the cycles of life and death, and to understand the interconnectedness of all things. You develop a sense of responsibility for the environment and a willingness to protect the sacred creatures that inhabit it. Furthermore, the stories and myths surrounding serpent deities provide a framework for understanding the world and your place in it. They offer explanations for natural phenomena, such as floods, droughts, and earthquakes, and they provide guidance on how to live a moral and fulfilling life. They also offer a sense of hope and comfort in times of adversity, reminding you that even in the darkest of times, there is always the potential for rebirth. Following the potential for rebirth, consider the snake. Whether you spot it at the zoo, catch it on television, or even find it slithering in your own backyard, and take a moment to truly appreciate its profound significance. Remember, it's more than just a creature to fear or avoid. It's a symbol brimming with power, wisdom, and transformation, one that has captivated the human spirit for millennia. Ponder how this ancient connection continues to mold our perceptions and our comprehension of the world that surrounds us. It's a tale that continues to unfold, even now. And consider how that ancient connection continues to shape our perceptions and our understanding of the world around us. It's a story that's still being written, even today. The echoes of those ancient beliefs reverberate through our art, our literature, and even in the subconscious fears and fascinations that stir within us. We see it in the recurring snake motifs that weave their way through countless narratives, from the Garden of Eden to modern-day fantasy epics. These aren't merely random occurrences. They're threads meticulously woven from the deep tapestry of human history, connecting us to our ancestors and their profound respect, or perhaps fear, of the serpent. But let's delve further into the reasons behind the ancient culture's fascination with snakes. Beyond the obvious symbolism of rebirth and healing, the snake represented a complex duality, embodying contrasting aspects. It was both a creature of the earth, slithering close to the ground, and a creature of the underworld, associated with darkness and the unknown. This connection to both realms imbued it with the power of an intermediary, a messenger bridging the gap between the human and the divine. Think of the oracles of ancient Greece, often depicted with snakes, channeling wisdom directly from the gods. The snake, in this context, transcended mere symbolism. It became a conduit. Consider the Mayan civilization, where Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god, held a central position in their pantheon. Kukulkan represented knowledge, wisdom, and the cyclical nature of time itself. Temples were erected in his honor, carefully designed to align with the equinoxes, so that the shadow of a serpent would appear to descend the steps. A breathtaking display of astronomical understanding intertwined with religious devotion. This wasn't simply about worshipping a reptile. It was about grasping the universe and humanity's place within its grand design. The snake became a symbol of cosmic order, a representation of the interconnectedness of all things. In Africa, many cultures revered pythons as symbols of fertility and good fortune, viewing them as benevolent forces. The python was often regarded as a protector of the community, ensuring plentiful harvests and healthy offspring. Rituals involving pythons were commonplace, aimed at appeasing the spirits and maintaining harmony with nature's delicate balance. This reverence stemmed from a deep understanding of the python's role in the ecosystem, controlling rodent populations and contributing to the overall health of the environment. It was a recognition of the snake's power, not merely as a predator, but as an integral part of the intricate web of life. Furthermore, the snake's ability to shed its skin held profound psychological significance, offering a tangible representation of personal transformation and the ability to leave behind the burdens of the past. This symbolism resonated particularly strongly with individuals undergoing significant life changes, such as puberty, marriage, or even bereavement. The snake's shedding became a powerful metaphor for releasing old patterns, embracing new beginnings, and ultimately achieving a higher state of being. It was a visual reminder that growth and change are inevitable, and that even the most challenging experiences can pave the way for renewal. Even today, the imagery of the snake persists in our modern world, from the caduceus, the symbol of medicine, to the snakes that adorn luxury brands. The serpent continues to fascinate and intrigue us. Holding our attention, we might not actively worship snakes in the same way that our ancestors did, but the underlying symbolism remains potent. The snake continues to represent healing, transformation, and the hidden power that resides within us all. It's a reminder that even the creatures we fear can hold profound wisdom and offer valuable lessons about life, death, and the cyclical nature of existence. So, the next time you see a snake, whether in the zoo, on television, or even in your own backyard, take a moment to consider the rich history and complex symbolism that this creature embodies. It's a connection to our past, a reflection of our present, and perhaps a glimpse into our future. So, the next time you see a snake, whether in the zoo, on television, or even in your own backyard, take a moment to consider the rich history and complex symbolism that this creature embodies. It's a connection to our past, a reflection of our present, and perhaps a glimpse into our future. And as we delve deeper into this fascinating topic, let's consider how these ancient beliefs about snakes might still subtly influence our perceptions today. Are we truly free from the echoes of millennia of serpent worship and symbolic interpretation? Perhaps the answer lies in understanding the enduring power of archetypes. Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, proposed that archetypes are universal, inherited predispositions to respond to certain recurring themes and images. The snake, in its various forms, the wise serpent, the dangerous viper, the regenerative molter, resonates deeply with these archetypes, striking a chord. It taps into our primal fears and aspiration, our understanding of life, death, and rebirth. This inherent connection makes it difficult to completely divorce ourselves from the symbolic weight that snakes carry. Think about the role of snakes in storytelling. From the biblical serpent in the Garden of Eden to the cunning snake in countless folk tales, they often represent temptation, knowledge, and transformation. These narratives, passed down through generations, shape our understanding of the world and our place within it, even if we consciously reject the notion of snakes as divine beings. The stories we absorb subconsciously influence our attitudes and behaviors. The very language we use reflects this ingrained symbolism. We speak of snake-oil salesmen, connoting deceit and trickery, or of snake-like movements, implying stealth and cunning. These phrases, though seemingly innocuous, perpetuate the negative associations that have taken root. Even as we absorb these ingrained biases, slumbering history whispers tales of reverence and awe. The legacy of snake worship and symbolism is a complex tapestry, woven with threads of fear, respect, reverence, and pragmatism. While we may no longer erect temples to serpent deities, echoes of these ancient beliefs reverberate within us, shaping our perceptions, influencing our narratives, and reminding us of nature's enduring symbols. Understanding this historical context allows us to appreciate the snake not just as a biological entity, but as a powerful cultural icon that has shaped human thought and behavior for millennia. It's a story that continues to unfold, revealing new layers of meaning and relevance with each passing generation, and perhaps, by acknowledging the enduring power of this ancient symbol, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. So next time you see a snake, remember the long and winding road it has traveled through human history. A journey that continues to shape our world even today, and perhaps, by acknowledging the enduring power of this ancient symbol, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. So next time you see a snake, remember the long and winding road it has traveled through human history. A journey that continues to shape our world even today. Now, let's delve even deeper into the fascinating world of snake worship and its pervasive influence on ancient societies. We've touched upon the symbolic representation of snakes in various cultures, but the practical implications of these beliefs are equally compelling. Consider, for instance, the role of snakes in ancient healing practices. Beyond Asclepius, many cultures revered snakes for their perceived medicinal properties. Snake venom, in controlled doses, was believed to possess healing powers, a concept that resonates even with modern medicine's use of certain venoms in pharmaceutical applications. This belief wasn't simply based on superstition. It likely stemmed from observing the snake's own resilience and its ability to shed its skin, symbolizing renewal and healing. The connection between snakes and water sources is another crucial aspect of their veneration. In arid regions, snakes were often associated with rain, fertility, and the life-giving properties of water. The winding, sinuous movements of a snake were seen as mirroring the flow of rivers and streams, making them natural guardians of these precious resources. Temples dedicated to snake deities were frequently located near springs, wells, or rivers, further solidifying this association. The belief that snakes control the water supply led to rituals and offerings aimed at appeasing them, ensuring a bountiful harvest and the well-being of the community. Failure to respect these sacred creatures could, according to their beliefs, result in droughts and famine. Furthermore, the snake's dual nature, its ability to both heal and harm, contributed to its complex and often ambivalent portrayal in mythology and folklore. This duality reflects the inherent contradictions within human nature itself. Snakes could represent both life and death, creation and destruction, wisdom and deceit. This complexity made them powerful symbols for exploring the darker aspects of the human psyche, the hidden fears and desires that often lie beneath the surface. Stories featuring snakes often served as cautionary tales, reminding people of the consequences of greed, betrayal, or disrespect for the natural world. The social hierarchy within these ancient societies was also often influenced by the role of snake priests and priestesses. These individuals held positions of considerable power and influence. Acting as intermediaries between the human and divine realms, they possessed specialized knowledge of snake behavior, rituals, and the interpretation of omens. Their ability to communicate with the snake deities gave them the authority to make decisions that affected the entire community, from agricultural practices to matters of justice. The presence of snake cults often reinforced existing social structures, with certain families or lineages claiming a special connection to the snake gods. Let's not forget the artistic representations of snakes, which provide valuable insights into the cultural significance of these creatures. From intricate carvings on ancient temples to elaborate jewelry adorned with snake motifs, the artistic depictions of snakes reveal the high esteem in which they were held. The attention to detail in these artworks suggests a deep understanding of snake anatomy and behavior, further emphasizing the close relationship between humans and these reptiles. The widespread use of snake imagery in art also served as a constant reminder of the power and presence of the snake deities in everyday life. In essence, the veneration. The snake's significance in ancient cultures was a multifaceted phenomenon, touching the very core of human existence. It mirrored our deepest fears and desires, our reliance on the natural world, and our relentless pursuit of meaning and understanding. By delving into the role of snakes in these ancient societies, we unlock a richer comprehension of the intricate dance between humanity, nature, and the spiritual realm. The lessons gleaned from these ancient beliefs continue to echo in our modern world, a constant reminder of the importance of respecting the environment and acknowledging the potent influence of symbolism in shaping our perceptions and beliefs. The whispers of these ancient snake cults can still be discerned in contemporary folklore, art, and even in the hidden corners of our subconscious fears and fascinations. But let's journey deeper into how these beliefs manifested and the specific psychological and social impacts they had on individuals and communities. Consider the role of shamans and priests in ancient societies. They often served as the bridge between the human world and the spirit world, with snakes frequently occupying a central position in their rituals. These individuals, through altered states of consciousness achieved through meditation, fasting, or even the use of psychoactive substances, sought communion with the serpent's power. The serpent's ability to shed its skin was interpreted as a symbol of transformation, and shamans aimed to harness this power for healing, divination, and spiritual guidance. They would often adorn themselves with snake imagery, wear snake skins, or even handle live snakes during ceremonies to demonstrate their connection to this potent force. This, in turn, solidified their authority within the community and reinforced the belief in the snake's sacred status. The impact on the individual psyche was profound. Imagine growing up in a society where the snake is not merely another animal, but a deity, a protector, a source of wisdom from childhood. Individuals were taught to respect and revere these creatures. Stories and myths surrounding snakes were passed down through generations, shaping their understanding of the world and their place within it. This instilled a sense of awe and respect, but also a healthy dose of fear. This fear, however, was not necessarily debilitating. It was a recognition of the snake's power and a reminder of the need to maintain harmony with the natural world. Furthermore, the association of snakes with healing had a significant impact on healthcare practices. In ancient Greece, the caduceus, featuring a single snake entwined around a staff, remains a symbol of medicine to this day. Temples dedicated to beyond Asclepius were often populated with non-venomous snakes, which were believed to possess healing properties. Patients would sleep in these temples, hoping to receive divine guidance or even a physical cure from the snakes themselves. This belief in the snake's healing power fostered a sense of hope and empowerment among the sick, and it likely contributed to the placebo effect, which we now know plays a significant role in healing. On a social level, the worship of snakes often served to unite communities. Shared rituals and beliefs created a sense of collective identity and purpose. Festivals dedicated to snake deities were common, and these events provided opportunities for people to come together, celebrate their shared heritage, and reinforce their social bonds. These festivals often involved elaborate costumes, music, and dance, all designed to honor the snake and invoke its blessings. The communal nature of these events fostered a sense of belonging and solidarity, strengthening the fabric of society. Moreover, the symbolism of the snake extended beyond the realm of religion and into the realm of social control. In some cultures, the snake was associated with fertility and abundance, and its worship was linked to agricultural practices. Priests and shamans, as interpreters of the snake's will, wielded considerable influence over the allocation of resources and the regulation of agricultural activities. This allowed them to maintain social order and ensure the stability of the community. The snake, therefore, became a symbol of both spiritual and temporal power. The enduring presence of snake symbolism in our modern world is a testament to the profound impact these ancient beliefs have had on the human psyche. From the caduceus used in medical settings to the snake imagery found in popular culture, the serpent continues to fascinate and inspire us. Understanding the origins of these beliefs can provide valuable insights into the human condition and the enduring power of symbolism. By examining the role of snakes in ancient societies, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complex relationship between humans and the natural world and the ways in which our beliefs shape our perceptions and behaviors. It reminds us that even creatures often perceived as dangerous can hold profound spiritual and cultural significance, shaping our understanding of life, death and rebirth, and perhaps it encourages us to look beyond our immediate fears and prejudices to see the deeper truths that lie hidden within the symbols that surround us. All right? Let's delve deeper into this fascinating subject of serpent worship. It reminds us that even creatures often perceived as dangerous can hold profound spiritual and cultural significance, shaping our understanding of life, death, and rebirth, and perhaps it encourages us to look beyond our immediate fears and prejudices to see the deeper truths that lie hidden within the symbols that surround us. Building on that, let's consider how the snake, as a symbol, transcends mere fear and enters the realm of profound psychological and cultural significance. Think about it. For millennia, across vastly different civilizations, the image of the snake has resonated with human beings, not just as a creature to be avoided, but as a powerful emblem of something. Okay, here's the written passage. Maintaining original content and adhering to your specific instructions, ensuring continuity with the preceding paragraph, and using an American English voice. Building on that, let's consider how the snake, as a symbol, transcends mere fear and enters the realm of profound psychological and cultural significance. Think about it. For millennia, across vastly different civilizations, the image of the snake has resonated with human beings, not just as a creature to be avoided, but as a powerful emblem of something much larger than itself. This enduring fascination speaks to something fundamental within the human psyche. One key aspect is the snake's association with healing and transformation, the shedding of its skin. A process of renewal is a potent metaphor for our own capacity for change and growth. We see this exemplified in the caduceus, the symbol of medicine, where two snakes are intertwined round a staff. This isn't just a random image. It represents the healing power of transformation, the ability to shed the old and embrace the new, both physically and mentally. The ancient Greeks understood this, associating snakes with beyond Asclepius, the god of medicine, whose temples were often home to non-venomous snakes believed to possess healing powers. Patients would sleep in these temples, hoping for a cure through contact with these sacred creatures. Beyond healing, the snake also embodies the concept of primal energy and instinct, its sinuous movements, its silent strike, and its connection to the earth all evoke a sense of untamed power. This raw energy can be both frightening and alluring, representing the potential for a creation and destruction that lies within us all. In many cultures, the snake is seen as a guardian of hidden knowledge and secrets, a keeper of the mysteries of life and death. Think of the serpent in the Garden of Eden. While often portrayed as a tempter, it also represents the awakening of consciousness and the pursuit of knowledge, albeit at a cost. Now, let's consider the impact of serpent worship on social structures and community bonds. In many ancient societies, the snake was not just an individual symbol, but a communal deity, a protector of the tribe or village. Temples were built in their honor, and rituals were performed to appease them and ensure their continued favor. These rituals often involved elaborate ceremonies, dances, and offerings, all designed to connect the human world with the spiritual realm represented by the snake. This shared devotion created a sense of unity and purpose, strengthening the bonds between individuals and fostering a collective identity. Furthermore, the reverence for snakes often translated into practical conservation efforts. In cultures where snakes were considered sacred, they were protected from harm, and their habitats were preserved. This wasn't just about religious belief. It was also about ensuring the continued prosperity of the community. Snakes were often associated with fertility and abundance, and their presence was seen as a sign of good fortune. By protecting them, People believed they were safeguarding their own well-being and ensuring a bountiful harvest. Moving beyond the communal level, serpent worship could also influence individual behavior and personal development. By contemplating the qualities associated with snakes, their adaptability, their resilience, and their connection to the earth, individuals could learn valuable lessons about themselves and the world around them. The snake's ability to shed its skin, for example, could inspire people to let go of their past mistakes and embrace new beginnings. Its stealth and cunning could encourage them to be more strategic and resourceful in their own lives. And its connection to the earth could remind them of the importance of staying grounded and connected to nature. Ultimately, the worship of snakes in ancient cultures wasn't just about superstition or fear. It was a complex and multifaceted phenomenon that reflected a deep understanding of the natural world and the human psyche. It was a way of connecting with the primal forces of life, death, and rebirth, and of finding meaning and purpose in a world that was often unpredictable and challenging. By studying these ancient beliefs, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the enduring power of symbols and the ways in which they shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We can also learn valuable lessons about the importance of respecting nature and finding harmony between the human and natural worlds. It is a topic that continues to fascinate and offers us insights into the human condition itself, and so we can also learn valuable lessons about the importance of respecting nature and finding harmony between the human and natural worlds. It is a topic that continues to fascinate and offers us insights into the human condition itself. But let's delve a little deeper, shall we? Let's consider how these ancient beliefs surrounding serpent deities might have molded the very fabric of social structures, impacting everything from leadership roles to daily rituals. Imagine, for a moment, a society where the serpent priest held immense power, acting as an intermediary between the mortal realm and the divine. This individual wouldn't merely be a religious figure. They'd be a trusted advisor, a healer, perhaps even a judge, interpreting the will of the serpent god and guiding the community accordingly. Their pronouncements, seen as divinely inspired, would carry considerable weight, influencing decisions regarding agriculture, warfare, and even marriage. The very stability of the society could rest on their ability to maintain a harmonious relationship with the serpent deity, ensuring prosperity and warding off misfortune. Consider the role of initiation rites. In some cultures, young men and women might undergo arduous trials involving serpents, designed to test their courage, resilience, and worthiness to join the adult ranks. These rituals weren't simply about facing physical danger. They were about confronting one's deepest fears and emerging transformed, reborn in a sense. Much like the serpent shedding its skin, success in these trials would signify a profound spiritual awakening, granting the individual a higher status within the community and a deeper understanding of the serpent's wisdom. Furthermore, the serpent's association with healing likely played a significant role in the development of early medical practices. Imagine ancient healers using serpent venom in carefully measured doses to treat ailments, drawing upon the serpent's inherent power to cure and restore. The very act of handling a serpent, with its perceived connection to the divine, could have been seen as a sacred act, imbued with spiritual potency. This reverence for the serpent as a healer could have fostered a deeper understanding of the natural world and its potential for medicinal remedies, laying the groundwork for more sophisticated medical knowledge to emerge over time. The impact of serpent worship extended beyond religious and medical practices, influencing artistic expression and cultural identity, from intricate serpent motifs adorning pottery and jewelry to elaborate serpent dances performed during festivals. The serpent's image permeated every aspect of daily life. These artistic representations weren't merely decorative. They were potent symbols, conveying profound religious beliefs, social values, and historical narratives, they served as constant reminders of the serpent's presence, its power, and its enduring influence on the community. And let's not forget the potential psychological benefits. In a world filled with uncertainty and hardship, the belief in a powerful serpent deity could have provided a sense of comfort, security, and purpose. The serpent, as a symbol of immortality and rebirth, offered hope in the face of death, assuring believers that life continued beyond the physical realm. This belief could have fostered a sense of resilience, enabling individuals to cope with adversity and maintain a positive outlook even in the most challenging circumstances. The stories and myths surrounding these serpent deities also played a crucial role in shaping moral values and ethical behavior. These narratives often depicted the serpent as a wise and just being, rewarding those who acted with integrity and punishing those who succumbed to greed or deceit. By internalizing these stories, individuals learned to distinguish between right and wrong, fostering a sense of social responsibility and promoting harmonious relationships within the community. The serpent, therefore, served not only as a religious figure but also as a moral compass, guiding individuals towards ethical conduct and contributing to the overall well-being of society. These intricate connections between serpent worship and human behavior reveal a fascinating interplay between belief systems and the development of complex societies. And so, the serpent, therefore, served not only as a religious figure, but also as a moral compass, guiding individuals towards ethical conduct and contributing to the overall well-being of society. These intricate connections between serpent worship and human behavior reveal a fascinating interplay between belief systems and the development of complex societies. But let's delve deeper into how this reverence for snakes actually manifested in daily life and the subtle yet profound ways it shaped the ancient world. Consider, for instance, the role of snakes in ancient legal systems. In some cultures, oaths were sworn upon images of serpents, signifying the solemnity and binding nature of the agreement. The serpent, as a symbol of truth and justice, was invoked to ensure that promises were kept and laws were upheld. Breaking an oath sworn in the presence of the serpent's image was not just a legal transgression. It was a sacrilege, an offense against the divine order. This imbued the legal process with a spiritual weight, encouraging honesty and accountability among the people. Furthermore, the serpent's association with healing extended beyond the purely medicinal. In many ancient societies, the shedding of a snake's skin was seen as a metaphor for personal transformation and spiritual renewal. Individuals seeking to overcome personal challenges or heal from emotional wounds might participate in rituals involving snakes, hoping to shed their old selves and emerge stronger and wiser. This belief system fostered a culture of self-reflection and personal growth, encouraging individuals to confront their inner demons and strive for a betterment. The serpent, in this context, became a symbol of hope and the possibility of change. The influence of serpent worship also permeated the realm of art and architecture. From the intricate serpent motifs adorning temples and palaces to the serpentine forms incorporated into jewelry and pottery, the snake was a ubiquitous presence in the visual landscape of ancient civilizations. These artistic representations served not only as decorative elements, but also as constant reminders of the serpent's power and significance. They reinforced the cultural values associated with the serpent, ensuring that its message of wisdom, healing, and transformation was ever present in the minds of the people. The very buildings and objects that surrounded them served as a testament to their beliefs. Moreover, the serpent played a crucial role in shaping gender roles and dynamics within ancient societies. In some cultures, snakes were associated with feminine energy and fertility, representing the life-giving power of the earth. Priestesses dedicated to serpent deities often held positions of considerable influence, acting as intermediaries between the human and divine realms. In other cultures, serpents were linked to masculine power and authority, symbolizing strength and protection. This duality reflects the complex and multifaceted nature of the serpent as a symbol, capable of embodying both feminine and masculine qualities. Understanding these gendered associations provides valuable insights into the social structures and power dynamics of ancient civilizations. Let's not forget the impact on agriculture. In agrarian societies, where the success of the harvest was paramount, snakes were often seen as guardians of the land. They were believed to protect crops from pests and ensure the fertility of the soil. Farmers would perform rituals to appease the serpent spirits, offering sacrifices and prayers in exchange for a bountiful harvest. This reverence for snakes fostered a sense of respect for the natural world and a recognition of the interconnectedness between humans and the environment. It was a practical and spiritual relationship, ensuring survival and prosperity. Finally, we must consider the role of folklore and storytelling. Myths and legends featuring serpents abound in ancient cultures, often conveying important moral lessons and cultural values. These stories served as a form of oral tradition, passing down knowledge and wisdom from one generation to the next. The serpent, as a central character in these narratives, embodied a range of qualities, from cunning and treachery to wisdom and compassion. By exploring these diverse portrayals of the serpent, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex and nuanced worldview of ancient peoples. The tales they told shaped their understanding of the world and their place within it. All right? Let's delve further into the ways this ancient veneration for serpents subtly yet profoundly shaped civilizations. Imagine how this reverence, this almost primal connection, embodied a range of qualities, from cunning and treachery to wisdom and compassion. By exploring these diverse portrayals of the serpent, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex and nuanced worldview of ancient peoples. The tales they told shaped their understanding of the world and their place within it. All right? Let's delve further into the ways this ancient veneration for serpents subtly yet profoundly shaped civilizations. Imagine how this reverence, this almost primal connection, seeped into the very fabric of their existence, influencing not only their spiritual beliefs but also their psychological landscape, social structures, and individual development. The serpent, you see, wasn't just some creature they worshipped. It was a potent symbol, a multifaceted emblem of transformation, healing, protection, and wisdom that colored everything from their art and rituals to their medical practices and social hierarchies. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of symbolism and the human capacity to find meaning and inspiration in the natural world. These ancient beliefs, remarkably, continue to resonate with us today, offering invaluable insights into the human condition and the enduring quest for meaning and purpose. So, the next time you glimpse a snake, perhaps you'll recall its rich history and the profound impact it has had on shaping human civilization. And speaking of civilization, let's delve a little deeper into how specific cultures integrated snake worship into their daily lives and belief systems. Take, for instance, the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete. The snake goddess figurines, often depicted holding snakes in both hands, are iconic representations of their culture. These figurines weren't just pretty objects. They likely played a central role in religious rituals, possibly connected to fertility, protection, and the cyclical nature of life. Imagine the priestesses, adorned in elaborate clothing, participating in ceremonies where snakes were handled with reverence and seen as conduits to the divine. This wasn't about fear. It was about respect and understanding the power that these creatures held, both literally and symbolically. Moving eastward, the serpent's significance in ancient Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, is equally fascinating. While not always explicitly worshipped as a deity, snakes frequently appeared in Mesopotamian art and mythology. They were often associated with underworld deities and the mysteries of life and death. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known works of literature, features a snake that steals the hero's immortality-granting plant. This act, though seemingly negative, highlights the serpent's connection to transformative power and the cyclical renewal of existence. The snake, in this context, becomes a reminder that even immortality is fleeting and that embracing change is a fundamental aspect of life. Across the Atlantic, in the Precolumbian Americas, the feathered serpent. The feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, in Precolumbian Americas, emerges as a powerful symbol of the snake's versatile nature. Quetzalcoatl wasn't merely a deity. He was a revered cultural icon, a bringer of enlightenment, and a tangible representation of the merging of the earthly and the divine. He embodied wisdom, knowledge, and the potential for a spiritual transcendence. His image a constant presence in the lives of the people. The elaborate artwork depicting Quetzalcoatl, gracing pyramids and temples, served as a persistent reminder of the significance of knowledge, the pursuit of enlightenment, and the interconnectedness of all things within the cosmos. The very act of crafting these images was a sacred undertaking, a pathway to connect with the divine and to embody the virtues that Quetzalcoatl represented, a testament to their devotion. Venturing eastward, let's explore the intricate symbolism of the serpent in ancient Greece. Beyond Asclepius and his healing staff, the snake also played a role in other narratives. Often linked to notions of guardianship and safekeeping, the serpent was sometimes depicted coiled around sacred objects or standing guard over temples, symbolizing its function as a protector of sacred spaces and knowledge, a vigilant sentinel. This protective aspect underscores the understanding that wisdom and sacred knowledge must be diligently guarded, and that only the worthy shall gain access, a principle held in high esteem. It speaks to the importance of respecting tradition and safeguarding the values that are held most dear. Now, one might ponder, how does all of this resonate with us in the present day? Well, the echoes of these ancient beliefs continue to reverberate within our collective unconscious, shaping our perceptions and influencing our actions. Consider the medical symbol, the caduceus, often mistaken for Asclepius's staff. While the caduceus actually represents Hermes, the messenger god, it still prominently features two snakes intertwined around a staff, symbolizing balance and communication in the pursuit of health and well-being, a beacon of hope. Furthermore, the snake's enduring association with transformation and renewal continues to inspire us, fueling our imaginations and shaping our understanding of personal growth. We often employ the phrase shedding skin to describe personal growth, overcoming challenges, and relinquishing old habits or beliefs that no longer serve us, a metaphor for rebirth. This metaphor draws directly upon the snake's ability to shed its skin, a powerful image of regeneration and the potential for a constant self-improvement, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It encourages us to embrace change, to let go of the past, and to continually strive to become better versions of ourselves, a journey of self-discovery. So, the next time you encounter coming challenges, and relinquishing old habits or beliefs that no longer serve us, a metaphor for rebirth. This metaphor draws directly upon the snake's ability to shed its skin, a powerful image of regeneration and the potential for a constant self-improvement, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It encourages us to embrace change, to let go of the past, and to continually strive to become better versions of ourselves, a journey of self-discovery. So, the next time you encounter a snake, whether in real life or in a symbolic representation, take a moment to consider its rich and complex history. Remember that it is more than just a creature. It is a symbol of transformation, resilience, wisdom, and the enduring human quest for meaning. It is a reminder that even in the face of fear and uncertainty, there is always the potential for growth, renewal, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And perhaps, by acknowledging and understanding these ancient connections, we can cultivate a greater appreciation for the natural world and our place within it, fostering a more harmonious and sustainable future for all. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the fascinating history and symbolism of snakes in ancient cultures. Don't forget to subscribe to Slumbering History for more captivating journeys into the past. Your support helps us bring these stories to life and share them with the world. What other ancient symbols or creatures intrigue you? Let us know in the comments below, and we might just explore them in a future video. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's the script continuation you requested. Aiming for approximately 1,000 words and maintaining the specified tone and style. And speaking of future videos, your suggestions got us thinking. While we've touched upon the widespread reverence for snakes in ancient cultures, there's so much more to explore about the specific roles they played and the nuances of their worship. Let's delve a little deeper, shall we? Consider, for instance, the serpent's association with healing. We briefly mentioned beyond Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine, whose staff entwined with a snake remains a symbol of health care even today. But why a snake? Beyond the shedding of skin symbolizing renewal, the snake was also believed to possess knowledge of medicinal herbs and hidden remedies. Its ability to navigate the earth, to sense subtle changes in its environment, was interpreted as an understanding of the natural world, including the curative properties of plants. Think of it as the ancient world's pharmacist. Guided by instinct and an intimate connection to the earth, this belief wasn't confined to Greece. Various indigenous cultures around the world attributed similar healing powers to snakes, often utilizing their venom in carefully controlled rituals for medicinal purposes. The serpent, therefore, wasn't just a symbol of healing, but a conduit to accessing the earth's own healing potential. Then there's the fascinating connection between snakes and fertility. In many agricultural societies, the snake was seen as a guardian of the earth's bounty, a protector of crops and a bringer of rain. Its association with the earth's cycles, its emergence from the ground after winter hibernation, mirrored the rebirth of vegetation in spring. In some cultures, snakes were even believed to embody the spirits of ancestors, ensuring the continued fertility of the land and the prosperity of the community. Rituals involving snakes were often performed to appease these ancestral spirits and to secure a bountiful harvest. The image of the snake coiled around a tree, a common motif in ancient art, symbolizes this connection between the earth, fertility, and the cyclical nature of life. It's a powerful reminder of our dependence on the natural world and the importance of respecting its rhythms. But the serpent's role wasn't always benevolent. In some myths and legends, snakes represent chaos, destruction, and the untamed forces of nature. Think of the serpent Apophis in Egyptian mythology, a creature of darkness who constantly battled the sun god Ra, threatening to plunge the world into eternal night. Or the biblical serpent who tempted even the Garden of Eden, leading to humanity's expulsion from paradise. These darker portrayals of the snake reflect humanity's fear of the unknown, our struggle to control the forces of nature, and our own internal conflicts between good and evil. The serpent, in this context, becomes a symbol of temptation, of the dangers lurking beneath the surface, and of the constant need for vigilance. It's this duality, this ability to embody both positive and negative attributes, that makes the snake such a compelling and enduring symbol. It represents the complexities of life, the constant interplay between creation and destruction, healing and harm, order and chaos. By understanding the different ways in which snakes were perceived and worshipped in ancient cultures, we gain a deeper appreciation for the human condition itself. We see reflected in these ancient beliefs our own hopes, fears, and aspiration. Consider also the psychological impact of these beliefs. For example, cultures that revered snakes often developed a deep respect for nature and a sense of interconnectedness with all living things. This reverence fostered a sense of responsibility towards the environment, encouraging sustainable practices and a harmonious relationship with the natural world. Conversely, Cultures that viewed snakes as symbols of evil often developed elaborate rituals and protective measures to ward off their influence, reinforcing a sense of fear and separation from nature. The psychological impact of these beliefs, whether positive or negative, shaped the way people interacted with the world around them and influenced their social structures and cultural practices. And finally, let's not forget the artistic and architectural representations of snakes in ancient cultures. From the intricate serpent motifs adorning ancient temples to the elaborate snake-shaped jewelry worn by royalty, these artistic expressions reflect the deep cultural significance of the snake and its enduring influence on human creativity. These artifacts serve as tangible reminders of the power and mystique of the serpent, inviting us to contemplate its symbolic meaning and its lasting legacy. The sheer variety of artistic representations, from stylized abstractions to realistic depictions, speaks to the multifaceted nature of the serpent and its ability to inspire and wonder. So, the next time you encounter a snake, whether in real life or in a work of art, take a moment to consider the rich history and complex symbolism associated with this fascinating creature. It's a journey into the depths of human history and the enduring power of symbolic. Alright? Building on that thought. And if there are any other specific animal deities or cultural practices you'd like us to unearth, please drop a line in the comments section below. We're always hungry to hear your suggestions and to plunge headfirst into the captivating world of history and mythology together. So, with that said, let's dive even deeper into this mesmerizing realm of serpentine symbolism and its profound impact on humanity. We've already journeyed through ancient Egypt, where the uraeus stood as a testament to royal power, and we've explored the Naga deities of India, those benevolent guardians of water and prosperity. We even touched upon the Greek god Asclepius, whose serpent-entwined staff, the caduceus, embodies healing and rebirth. But the saga doesn't conclude there, not by a long shot. Picture the Mesoamerican cultures, where Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, reigned supreme. This deity was the very embodiment of wisdom, knowledge, and the cyclical dance of life, death, and rebirth. Quetzalcoatl's influence seeped into art, architecture, and religious practices, shaping the very essence of these societies in Central America. The serpent wasn't just another animal. It was a divine emissary, a conduit to the spiritual plane. Then, consider the Aboriginal Dreamtime cultures of Australia, where the rainbow serpent emerges as a formidable created deity. This being is credited with sculpting the landscape, carving out rivers, and establishing the very laws that govern the land. The rainbow serpent's story echoes through generations, imparting invaluable lessons about respect for nature, the significance of community, and the intricate interconnectedness of all things. It serves as a poignant reminder that we're all threads in a larger, more complex tapestry of life. Now, you might be pondering, what relevance do these ancient reverences hold for us today? How can we, inhabitants of the 21st century, forge a connection with these age-old beliefs? The answer, I contend, lies in grasping the underlying psychological power of symbols, the serpent. Irrespective of cultural context, consistently embodies transformation, healing, and primal energy. By immersing ourselves in these ancient beliefs, we can attain a more profound understanding of ourselves and our own potential for growth, much like Carl Jung suggested. The serpent's remarkable ability to shed its skin serves as a potent reminder that we, too, can cast off the shackles of the past, embrace change with open arms, and emerge stronger. More resilient than before, it beckons us to confront our deepest fears, to navigate the labyrinthine depths of our subconscious, and to tap into our own innate wisdom. Furthermore, the reverence for serpents in numerous cultures underscores the vital importance of respecting nature and coexisting harmoniously with the environment. Even in Africa, these ancient societies possessed a profound understanding that their very survival hinged on maintaining a delicate equilibrium with the natural world. They viewed the serpent not as a menacing threat, but as an indispensable component of the ecosystem, deserving of utmost respect and unwavering protection, much like in Colombian America. As we draw the curtains on our exploration of ancient serpent worship, let's pause for a moment to reflect on the invaluable lessons we've gleaned. Let's contemplate how the symbolism of the serpent can galvanize us to embrace change fearlessly, to heal ourselves from within, and to reconnect with the natural world on a deeper level. The wisdom of our ancestors remains profoundly relevant today, offering invaluable insights into the human condition and our place within the grand tapestry of the universe. And now, I'm eager to hear your thoughts. What aspects of serpent symbolism resonate most deeply with you? Have you encountered similar beliefs in your own culture or during your travels? Please share your insights in the comments section below. Let's continue this enriching conversation and learn from each other's unique perspectives. Finally, if you found this journey into the world of ancient serpent deities to be captivating and enlightening, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and fellow history enthusiasts, and subscribe to Slumbering History for more enthralling explorations of the past. Your support fuels our ability to create more content like this, breathing life into history and uncovering the hidden narratives that have shaped our world. And remember, the past is never truly gone. It lives on in our symbols, our beliefs, and our collective consciousness. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep slumbering into history.